Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to do this video today. We are going to be going over 10 products that I use every single day with my baby. From day one until now, almost 4 months, we've been using these so consistently. So I believe that these are real essentials in our home and would be essentials in your home too. If you do like this video, or if this is content that you love to watch, please click the like button and subscribe so that we can stay connected. So without any further ado, let's get into the top 10 items. Number 1, a bottle warmer. I personally use the portable Mom Cozy bottle warmer. Let me tell you, this is amazing. If you are bottle feeding, you don't have to warm up your milk. You can give them cold milk. That is totally a personal choice, but to me, I like to give her at least a 75 to 98 degree milk because I just think it's probably gonna taste better for her, and I think that it probably is gonna maybe either put her to sleep faster, or it's just nice to have warmer milk, especially in the colder months. Right now it's January, so it is really cold where I live, but I believe that this one is so amazing. We've been using it every single day, every single feed, approximately like 6 to 7 times a day. The reason I love this so much is because you can take it to go. It charges and then you can pour the milk in and take it with you wherever you go, or you can take it around the house and it doesn't have to be connected to the outlet. I know there's other bottle warmers that you have to sit there and wait, and I like this because you can take it with you. You don't have to stress about, oh, your baby's crying in the other room and you're trying to warm up your bottle in this other room. Like, you can do it wherever you need to go. I will say there are downfalls. I feel like it takes a little bit to warm up. It can take a few minutes if you're starting from like a 50 degree milk that was in the fridge beforehand or something like that. But sometimes that's not really that big of a deal. If you can wait a few minutes, you can have warmer milk. And then another thing is that it can die fast if you are using it for every single feed like I am. So I would consistently try to have it plugged in when you're not using it. But if you are just using it for on-the-go purposes, I think this is also just such a great product to have. Secondly, I would say is a sterilizer. Again, if you are using bottles, I think having a sterilizer is so crucial, because who wants to sit there, wash the dishes in hot water and make sure that they're properly sterilized to give for the next feed? I think that takes so much time, and if you can invest into a sterilizer, why not? I use the Dr. Brown's dryer and sterilizer. I decided not to get a washer as well because those can be, if we have all three together, it could be around $300, which I'm like, that's a little bit out of my price range at the moment. But what we do is we wash them, and then whether that's hot or cold water when we wash it, and then we put it into the sterilizer, which sterilizes it and dries it, and so it's an easy process. We also throw in her pacifiers and sometimes teethers in there as well, so those can be properly sterilized to get any bacteria or germs off of them as well. Thirdly, we have the bassinet. So I know everyone uses different types of bassinets, and that is totally fine. The one that I recommend is literally any bassinet that has wheels that you can wheel around the house with you. And you can take your baby around without having to constantly carry your baby. You can be able to do things around the house and have your baby come with you. I think that is the most amazing part, especially like when I'm feeding her in the middle of the night, trying to get her to go back to sleep. And then once she's sleepy or asleep, I will place her back in the bassinet and we will wheel back to the bedroom instead of having to go all the way to the room, place her down, and then what if she's not actually going to sleep and she's cranky again and waking my husband up or something like that. So we love the bassinet on wheels. I think that is amazing. I will forever have a bassinet that can be wheeled around the house. I also love this one because it's wooden and it goes aesthetically to her bedroom. If you care about that stuff at all, I think it's really cute. But if you don't and you're like, I want whatever is gonna work for my baby, totally understand that as well. Number 4, we have a weighted wipe dispenser. This product is life-changing because imagine you are changing your baby and you're trying to take the wipes out of the package and they are not coming out, and you're trying to do it with one hand while you're using your other hand for something else. Like, it's just not very productive. And this weighted wipe dispenser holds your wipes in place while you are able to reach over, take one out, and without it coming back out with you. It's actually life-changing. I highly recommend getting one. It's the most simple looking product, but it is totally worth it. Next, we have the Kikaru changing mat. Now, I know that there are different views on this changing mat. Do you need it? I don't know. There's other changing mats, of course. There's the ones that have the cloth. There's this one that is like almost like a silicone where you can just wipe it off. And I think it's actually a really greatly designed product. The way that it's formed, kind of like around the baby, it shapes the baby a little bit. Also, every single time I put her on this changing mat, she's literally instantly happy. If she could fall asleep there, she would. I don't know what it is about this changing mat, but so grateful for it. I think it's like the perfect texture for the baby to sit on. Also, personally, I don't really like the ones that are covered in a cloth because then you have to go wash it. And what if the stains aren't coming out and there's like poop stains on your changing mat? I personally don't like that. So what I do is you can of course not use any cloth over your Kikaru and just use it as is and wipe it down, but I've seen sometimes that can get a little stained. What I personally do is I use doggy pads on top of it, and so that if she does make a mess, it's not getting all over it, and so it could be as new as possible all the time, and I can use it down the line as well. So personally, I really like this changing mat. I think it is worth the investment. Next, we have the Mom Cozy pumps. Now, I'm not still pumping, but when I was pumping and I had to pump, I would highly recommend these because they are a lot smoother in the way that they work. They're not really harsh, I would say. And they also are just perfect for sitting in your bra, walking around the house. If you want to do that, I think that they work really well. I use these every single day, multiple times a day. They are easy to put together. The battery actually lasts quite a long time as well. And also, one thing to note, I actually had ones in the beginning and something happened with the battery, like it malfunctioned, which I don't think that's a common thing, but I let the manufacturer know and they sent me free ones right away. So I think that's awesome that they are able to just send me another 2 pumps brand new when the other one wasn't working. So that is also a great thing to know. So there are 2 pacifiers that I recommend. First off, I recommend using a pacifier that is closest to your bottle's nipple. If you're using a bottle, try to use a pacifier that looks like it, because otherwise they're going to get confused a bit because it doesn't match. And so the ones that I recommend is the Nano BB pacifier. That one my baby took when she was within the 0 to 2 month range. It's very small and a little bit thinner, and it's not like this big bulky thing like a bibs pacifier. It fit easily in her mouth and she was able to be soothed by it. And then one day we accidentally lost those pacifiers, so then we started getting her the Dr. Brown's pacifiers, and which are a little bit bigger. So I would recommend waiting on using those ones till your baby is a little older, but it still had the same type of shape of a nipple, and it also was very much like the bottles that she uses, which she uses the Lansinoh nipples. So I will show you a picture of what those look like. She liked those ones the most. I know a lot of people use the Philips Admin nipples. Those ones were never working for her. I feel like every time she sucked it, she wasn't able to actually get the milk down. It almost like suctioned and then it stopped, and then she'd have to like let go for the milk to fill up again. So she would take a very long time by drinking on those, and so I do recommend those other nipples, and I recommend getting a pacifier that matches it. Yeah, those are the pacifiers that have been working great for us, and I think that they work really well for a lot of babies too. Next, we have the sleep sacks. Sleep sacks are so essential for babies because you should not have a free floating blanket on them, even if it's tucked in the sides of the bed or whatever. Once they're done being swaddled, I really think a sleep sack is really worth the investment. The one that we have actually isn't even that much. It's around it's on sale right now for $28. Its original price is $35. I really think it's worth it. It keeps your baby warm at night without them having the ability to rip it off. It keeps them cozy, and it comes in different size ranges. So for babies from 0 to 6 months, 6 to 12, and 12 to 18. So wherever your baby is at, there is one for their size. So recommend registering for those or getting one if you don't have one already. Next is the water wipes. I love the water wipes because the wipes are only water plus one other ingredient, whereas a lot of other wipes have a lot of different ingredients. So if you're looking for a natural way to take care of your baby, if you are mostly investing into natural products that have very minimum ingredients, I highly recommend getting the water wipes for your baby. They are actually fairly inexpensive as well. Yeah, I would recommend getting those. They have worked really well. They never tear. I've noticed like the Huggy wipes often tear when you take them out of the packaging. I don't know about any other wipes, but water wipes really are durable and they use only 2 ingredients. And last but not least, we use our baby monitor every single day. When she's taking her naps, we are always having her in front of the monitor so we're able to watch her as she naps in case anything goes wrong or she needs us, we're able to be there. The one that we got is the Good Baby monitor. That monitor is not Wi-Fi connected, so if you're worried about that at all, it's not Wi-Fi connected. It has its own device that you can watch your baby on versus your phone. I know people like to look at their phone because it's always on them type of thing, but personally I like to use the device because if I'm watching my baby, that makes me actually watch her rather than exiting out of an app and forgetting that my baby is needing to be watched. You're able to adjust the sound, you're able to move it left and right. It's a fairly simple product, to be honest. There's not a whole lot going on with it, which I actually think the easier to use, the better. And it does its job. I recommend getting something that you can connect the monitor to the crib. It doesn't come with that, so you would need to get some type of attachment for your crib if that's how you're going to be using it. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 products that I use every single day with our baby. If you're interested in what I registered for with my newborn, then please stick around because that video will be coming shortly and I can go over all the things that I registered for, what I do use and what I don't use, and what I think are essentials and what I think are honestly a waste of money. And don't forget, everything that I mentioned in this video will be linked down in the description below, so be sure to check them out. My name is Isabella and I am a first-time mom, and if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Bye!